Hey guys, this is Sam from the Grid Games, back with another Theros Block Draft. Sigiled Starfish versus Master of the Feast. So Master is definitely an interesting pick here, just because it puts us in like a black deck that's pretty aggressive. Sigiled Starfish is also fine. I'm going to take this Master, however. It's just very strong and it just closes out games, so no issues taking that there. Alright, so we have a Grim Guardian, a Market Festival if we want to go that route. A Sage of Hours if we want to go that route. I really like the 5C control deck, like the 5C green deck. So I may just consider taking Market Festival. What does Sage of Hours do? Anything insane? It's just a 1/1 heroic for 2 pretty much. Swarmborn Giant is fine. Grim Guardian is again okay. Really good with Master of Feast. Actually, I think I'm just going to take Grim Guardian and stay on color. Does that make sense? Or are we just taking Market Festival and going 5C? I haven't just tried like drafting a black deck in this format, so I think I'm just going to grab it. Squelching Leeches is definitely what we want then. Not really understanding why the art is that way, but whatever. If we were in 5C right now, we wouldn't really have a pick this pack, so I'm really happy that we are in black instead. Alright, so we have Golden Hind, Spite of Mogus, Return Reveler, Aspect of Gorgon. Not really sure what to take here. Pinned to the Earth may be the pick. It's an enchantment that triggers off of Grim Guardian, and it just kind of holds our opponents down. Not as good as Mnemonic Wall. Nessian Game Warden is fine. Golden Hind is good. A Golden Hind this late may be a signal, so I'm just going to grab it. Alright, we get a Cast in the Darkness, which isn't fantastic. We also get a Nyx Infusion, which is fine. Ritual of the Returned. Actually seems quite good with things like Master of Feast. Alright, so if we were like a green-black dredge deck almost, maybe we can make that happen. Sorry about that, guys. That was my alarm for the morning. So Warring Siren, Hubris, Gold Forged Sentinel. Not really sure what to take here. I could take another aspect. I could take the Sentinel. I could take the Hubris. I think I'm just gonna take the. I'm just gonna take the Market Festival. That makes the most sense in my mind somehow. That doesn't seem great. Renowned Reaver seems okay though, so I guess I'm going to take it. I don't want any of the like bad blue cards. And do I take this now? 1, 2... Probably just take the Gold Forge Sentinel. Like every time I've played the 4/4 flyer for 6, it's been pretty good. Obviously, it'd be better if it was like an actual air element, but like it's just, completely playable. Alright, so I guess we can take Crucifix's Insight in case we end up in like the insane Constellation deck. Cruel Feeding isn't really a card. Obviously, it's playable in situations, but like very rarely. Wow, and we get a super late Swarmborn Giant. This card is nuts. Just a huge thing. We can also take the second Market Festival. But I think we'd rather have Swarmborn at this point. So we may not be playing Squelching Leeches, but we're probably playing the rest of these things. So that's acceptable. Alright, so there's definitely a Nyx Infusion here. It's a pretty good kill spell in some situations, and it works with Crucifix's Insight and whatnot. Return Reveler is just on color. Another Crucifix's Insight, so I guess now we have to make it happen, and another Gold Forge Sentinel. Wow. People must really not like the 4/4 flyer. Like, this card just wrecks people. You pay 6 for the other 4/4 Horizon Chimera, or Horizon Scholar. That one, the only difference is that one scries to when it comes into play and is blue. But I'd rather have it colorless and not scry in most situations. I mean, it's just much easier to cast. So we have a Hero's Podium, which is a crappy rare. But I guess. works. We don't have any legendary creatures, right? Master of Feast doesn't happen to be a legendary, no. Alright, so we could take Noble Quarry, we could take Karametra's Favor, and get on this, like, Krufix's Insight plan, and just draw a lot of cards and play a lot of big things. We could also just take Noble Quarry. I think we're actually taking Karametra's Favor. Like, I actually think that it makes the deck better. I know that sounds really weird, but I just think it makes the deck better. Alright, so Swordwise Centaur, Kior's Follower. We could normally take Kior's Follower here. I'm just not sure I want to be playing blue mana. And I only have a Market Festival. And I just think we want to be straight green. Straight green-black, so we're going to take the green card there. This is a little different. There are no green or black cards in this pack. Necrobite is obviously okay, but it's only okay. Nyxborn Trine and Sunstorm, the second best cards. I'm going to take Nyxborn Trine because it combos with our Krufix's Insight and is very good late game, so I have no issues with that. Let's see how many things we have for Citizen Oathsworn. We have one. Wow, we have 1, 2, 3. Jeez, it's probably not enough. Weight of the Underworld also combos nicely with Krufix's Insight. You just tutor up kill spells. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I could also take the 5-drop, but there are plenty of good green and black 5s, so I'm more worried about that slot being jammed up than anything. Let's see what this cost sort looks like. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty decent curve. Krufix's Insight has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets right now, and I can Ritual to Return things, so I can make like 4 4s for 4, or 6 6s for 4, or 5 5s for 4. So it seems like I can get some value here. Alright, so this pick is a tricky one. Black's clearly open because it's a super late Shriek Harpy. Satyr Wayfinder is also just the nuts in this deck. The reason being is it's a very early creature for Karametra's Favor. It puts things in the graveyard for Ritual to Returned. So, like, those are the reasons it's good. Nyxborn Wolf is obviously good because it gets tutored up by Krufix's Insight, while Shriek Harpy just may be the most powerful card. Shriek Harpy is good. It's closer to an air elemental, but I'm more concerned about, like, the synergy of our deck. So it's between Nyxborn Wolf and Satyr Wayfinder, and I think I'm going to take the Wayfinder. So now we know that we're putting things in our graveyard, and we have ways to put things in our graveyard. So now we just have to figure out how to, like, get them out. You know, we need Farika's Menders in the next pack, and we need a Rescue from the Underworlds, and things of that nature. Oh, and obviously, like, Nemesis Immortals would just be insane. Siren of the Silent Song or Divination? Siren is just such a good card that I think we have to take it. And Siren of the Fang Coasts over Ashiok Adept, I suppose. I mean, I guess it's just the correct pick. I'm not entirely sure. Devotion to Black. Well, we're probably not playing Squelching Leeches because I doubt we're going to have that many things on the field. Master Feast is being played, however. I still don't think Sangomancy is going to be that good. I do, however, think Fellhide Brawler could, like, be okay enough to work. Taking Divination here. Taking Crypsis. We're not this heavy in blue, I assure you. However, we do want to set ourselves up. Okay, that card's okay. We do want to set ourselves up to pick up a lot of Nihilious Presences and whatnot in the next pack. So, I guess this does exactly that. That's pretty sweet. I really like this card. I've never just gone all in on it, but I guess I'm excited to, so we'll just see what happens. Alright, so after pack 2, we're looking pretty good here. It looks like we're safely in bug, but obviously, you know, a number of things can change that. Opaline Unicorn being one of them. I mean, just a good card. Commune of the Gods is fine. Ordeal is good because it's tutorable with the Krufix's Insights and can just get in there and, like, get our lands. I think we're just taking Ordeal. Like, we have a good number of early things. Yeah, Ordeal seems safe. Hythonia the Cruel seems like the monster that she is. Unknown Shores could also possibly be fine in this deck, but Hythonia is just a bomb. And we have a lot of 6-mana things, so I guess it goes with the high curve theme. Voyaging Satyr, Nessian Asp, another Ordeal. Super tricky. Ordeal is good. Voyaging Satyr is really good. But Nessian Asp may just be the best card in the pack. The issue is that Ordeal is tutorable with Krufix Insight, so we can like draw more cards. I think I'm actually going to take Ordeal. I just want to draw all the cards. So that was super greedy of me, and probably the wrong pick, but like, I like the idea. Alright, so we have an interesting Leaf Crown Dryad versus Nylea's Emissary pick. They're both enchantments, so they both work really well with Krufix Insight, and they're both creatures. So they both work well with the beatdown plan. 1, 2, 3. We really only want to play 3 of these. And Nylea's Emissary is just like one of the other huge things that we're going to be doing, so I really want to take Leaf Crown Dryad. That foil Tormented Hero is also like tormenting me, I guess, because, you know, it's obviously a sweet card. So we're definitely not playing Charging Badger, Evidence's Intellect. This card. Feral Invocation and a Sip of Hemlock. See, we're going to have to do some math here. So, if 50% of our deck is enchantments, then we'll hit 3 most of the time. So we want our deck to be like 35 to 40% enchantments, just to hit 3 the majority of the time, because even if we're drawing 2 cards, we can still deal with like the Divination effect for 3 mana, and then sometimes it has the ability to hit 3, which is sweet. Also, it's doing other stuff for us, so that's really good. So what are we looking for? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need more enchantments. We also need more ways to kill creatures. Okay. I took it last second. That was bad. Nylea's Presence is exactly what we want. We still don't have like a rescue from the underworld or anything like that, which is a little weird. But it's okay, I guess. We have enough ways to kill things. We have Nyx Infusion and Sip of Hemlock and Hythonia. I'd rather have a Scourge Mark because it's tutorable and draws a card. Yeah, it's fine. This card seems super good in this deck, so we're just going to grab it. And back to this. So, this seems perfectly reasonable. We could also take the Unicorn or the Hunt the Hunter for the sideboard. I think I'm just going to take the Commune. The issue is we didn't get any of the good cards in this pack that really help us. So that's like an actual issue. Well, I guess we'll take Blood to Harpy here. And a Return Centaur. Yeah, that pack was rough for us. That's the pack where we needed everything to come together. We needed, things like Nemesis Immortals, Freako's Mentor, Rescue from the Underworld, etc., etc. Alright, so now we're going to get into building this monstrosity. Alright guys, so this definitely seems to be the list that we are looking at. It's Splashing Blue for Siren and Nyxborn Triton. The blue is basically free as we have Karametra's Favor, and Nylea's Presence and a Market Festival. So we may play either one island or one Unknown Shores. I'm not exactly sure yet. I think it's going to be one island just so we can tutor it up with Ordeals if we need to. The other thing I'm worried about is only 4 2-drops with 2 Ordeals and a Scourge Mark. We may want more of those. Master of the Feast is obviously good. Grim Guardian is good with the general principle of this deck. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have so we have 10 enchantments, which is right around 40 to 45% of our deck. So Krufix Insight should be hitting a lot. Actually, no. It's not. It's closer to 25%. Actually, it is 10 is exactly 25%. Sorry, I was thinking of the creature base. Sacrific's Insight won't be hitting them that much. What can we do about that? So we have Nyx Infusion and Weight of the Underworld that we can add in. So I'd bump it up to 12, to bump it up to 20 or 31%. Should be closer to where we want to be. Just take out the Sacrific's Insights and play. That's so much less fun. We could take out the Sacrific's Insight, play a Blood Toll Harpy, and a Siren of the Silent Song. That's not as fun. It's probably correct, however. It gives us 16 creatures and like a more respectable curve. Yeah, we weren't. So I guess we weren't able to build around it as we had hoped. We also can play Ritual of the Returned though, which I guess works with the milling plan. I almost said strat, but that's lame. I should say plan. So we have 1,000,000 6s and one good 5. So how are we gonna do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be enough. So we'll have one island and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting these as like 1 overall because sometimes they don't go off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll add another island, and then I'll play 12 forests. I'll play another swamp or another island just in case. 10 forests should be plenty. Alright, well, I'm just going to give it a shot, and I'll see you guys for round 1.